Today, I'm going to give you the only tool you'll ever need to help you stop losing your words in high-stakes conversations. Someone challenges you in a meeting, you get blamed for something you didn't do, someone interrupts you again, and you freeze. Maybe you laugh, but you walk away thinking, why did I betray myself again? But what if I told you the last thing that will ever work for you is another communication skills lesson or course? This is not a communication lesson. Lessons don't reprogram your instincts. And when the pressure's on, you don't rise to the occasion. We sink to our level of training. Just like soldiers don't learn to take their gun apart and put it back together again, they train. They do it upside down. They do it under stress. They do it until it becomes something more than a lesson learned. It becomes automatic. It becomes something that is ingrained into their DNA because you can't stop and remember how to do it. It has to become automatic. It has to be something that you trained your body to instinctively know how to do. That's the difference between somebody who takes a communication course and somebody who has undergone tactical communication training. That's what I specialize in. If you haven't trained for these moments, you will fall victim to the people who have trained for them. And it sucks. Today, we're going to level up your training. This is lesson 2 of your total communication transformation. Take out your tactical manual. If you haven't downloaded it yet, it's the first link in the description. I'm Dan O'Connor, and I've been a tactical communication trainer for over 20 years. And I will tell you that when someone pushes your buttons and you freeze, it's not because you're weak. It's because you have an amygdala. And it sounds an alarm. Your body floods with cortisol. Your prefrontal cortex, responsible for memory, reasoning, and logic, goes dark. You can lose up to 90% of your working memory in moments like these. When your brain asks, who am I in those moments, and you have not trained to respond, your nervous system answers, you're a cave woman. Stay small, stay quiet, or run as fast as you can. You need a tool, your personal compass. This is made up of 3 parts, 3 phrases woven together in one destiny-changing sentence. We're going to go over the first part. This part grounds you in your identity. That's what you have to do first. When your voice disappears, it's not your vocabulary you've lost. It's your sense of self, your identity. If we disconnect from our identity of the person who we believe ourselves to be, it's no wonder why the words that come out of our mouth make us sound crazy. We quite literally, in those moments when we're stressed, when emotions run high, we are insane. We have lost our minds. We've lost our sense of self, our identity. Here's how to get it back. When circumstances become chaotic or stressful, those who can say, I know who I am and why I'm here and what I want, even under those circumstances, instead of reflecting the toxic people or the chaos around them, every word they speak is simply a reflection of who they believe themselves to be. That's how you shut those bitches up. Here's how easy it is. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. What quality do you most admire in your best friend? What quality do you most admire in the person who raised you? And if the younger version of you suddenly walked into the room and you could give her or him just one piece of advice, starting with, just remember to be. How would you finish that? You just string those together in an I am sentence. For example, when I first made my personal compass, it began with, I am compassionate, patient, and loving. So many of us get stuck on the first step. Let's lift one another up. Write down in the comments your very first I am statement. It will help others more than you could imagine. It makes it real, and it helps people who need things like this find it. When fear tries to take the mic, this will speak for you. If you did not join us in lesson 1 and you have not yet downloaded your workbook, hit the first link in the description. You'll be all set for all 21 lessons. It's totally free, and you'll easily finish the next 2 parts of your personal compass. The questions will guide you. Once you've completed your sentence, in that time between event and response, you will pause and reflect on before you speak your personal compass. And you will learn, because you have been trained, to ask yourself, does what I'm about to say reflect my personal compass? If the answer is no, stay silent until the answer is yes. That's how you break the cycle. It's how you stop betraying yourself. When the sane and sober version of you tells the future you who you really are, despite what it may appear at the moment, and the future self stops and listens and trusts that that person is telling them the truth and it will serve them better, that is exactly how you gain self-confidence. Science backs this up. Repeating personalized affirmations has been shown to reduce stress by over 80% and improve verbal fluency in high-pressure situations by up to 68%. This is not motivational fluff. This is neurological alignment. Do you want help writing your personal compass? Grab that free worksheet at danocconnortraining.com. It's the first link in the description. It includes examples, prompts, and a printable version that you can keep in your bag, put on your mirror, keep in your laptop. This is the tool that will change everything for you. Because it changes who you let run the room. Panic, fear, or truth. I'll see you tomorrow for lesson 3, where you will decode your Enneagram stress language, and I will teach you how to stop self-sabotaging before you even open up your mouth. Help us get to the 500,000 viewer mark. I would be so grateful if you would join us and show not only your support for me and the rest of us here, but support for raising this global dialogue one conversation at a time, because it needs it. It needs you. So join us and let's start showing people that there's really nothing you have to say that you can't say in a more loving way.